Welcome to the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Let's begin with today's news headlines. While in their special session, state legislators are deciding which of the over $13 billion in earmarks they want to fund in the final state budget. $25 million of those earmarks come from the Low Country, including $10 million for a new workforce development center at TCL, $10 million for a new multi-purpose arena for USCB, $2 million for maritime cybersecurity and healthcare initiatives in Beaufort, $1 million for a new shrimp dock in Port Royal, and a handful of other under $1 million projects. Now, how much of that gets through the House, Senate, and a governor's signature depends on the power of our own legislators. Well, gun violence in northern Beaufort County over the weekend injured 2 teenagers and an 11-year-old. A 19-year-old is at MUSC after being shot at a party in Seabrook late Friday night. About a half hour later, a drive-by shooting on Glaze Drive in Burton injured an 11-year-old and a 13-year-old, but not seriously. Now, the Sheriff's Department is not speculating on whether the 2 shootings are related, but is asking for your help if you saw anything. Well, the Beaufort County and the town of Hilton Head are at odds again, this time fighting over the relocation of the St. James Church at the end of the main runway at the Hilton Head Airport. The county, town, and church have agreements to move the church onto property on Union Cemetery Road at North Island Park. But much like the 278 corridor project, the town now wants a study done of the move, and the county, well, they want the move to happen now. The county has now decided it doesn't need any agreements with the town to move the church, since the church is on county property. Online scammers are at it again, stealing nearly $500,000 from an elderly retiree living near Caligny Beach on Hilton Head, according to the Island Packet. She opened an email she thought was from PayPal, but instead warned her that her account had been hacked and that she needed to contact customer service or customer support to fix it, though customer support ended up being a remote desktop control that gave the outsiders a connection to her computer and everything on it, including personal and banking information. She said her family is suing PayPal and the 2 banks for not stopping the fraud. If you're contacted by scammers, report it to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center called IC3 at www.ic3.gov. And finally, if you remember using TurboTax software to file your taxes for the tax years 2016, 2017, and 2018, you might have an extra refund coming. 72,000 South Carolinians are due to split up $2.2 million in a settlement between the state and TurboTax over charging you for what should have been free tax services. Now, in the settlement, TurboTax admits charging you to file your taxes when it's free to file through the IRS. Now, you'll get a letter from Rust Consulting if you're eligible for a refund, and checks are already in the mail. For more information on these stories and many more, please check out the media sources listed on your screen, and remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at WHHITV.com. And if you have a news tip, a story idea, or even a cool weather photo, you can just email it to us at news@WHHITV.com. And now let's get an update on sports from Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Loco Sports. The magic finally ran out for Beaufort High's baseball team. The Eagles made another late rally to get within 1 going into their last at-bat, but their sensational playoff run ended with a 5-4 loss of Brookland-Cayce last night in the Class 3A lower state tournament. The Bearcats jumped out to a 5-0 lead, but Beaufort clawed back 1 in the 5th and put up a 3-spot in the 6th to make it a game. Jadyn Andrews smacked a 1-out single to get the tying run on in the 7th, but the Eagles couldn't bring him home. That leaves Patriots Academy as the only area baseball team still playing, and the Patriots have their backs against the wall after a tough loss in Game 1 of the SCISA 2A Championship Series at Calhoun Academy. Ace Charlie Sauls left in the first inning, but returned to the game to play first base and slugged a 3-run homer in the 6th to tie the game at 6. But the Patriots' 6th error of the night allowed the Cavaliers to score the go-ahead run, and they closed out a 7-6 win in Game 1. Game 2 tonight at the Farm. Another Beaufort High School team is on the cusp of a state championship after the Eagles boys golf team fired at .299 on Monday at Three Pines Country Club to take a 4-shot lead into today's final round. Jack Lubkin was tied for second after a 72, and Simon McAllister and Jerry Bruns each shot 73 and were tied for fourth after the first round. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Always a good update. Thank you, Justin Jarrett. And now for the weather, Maria.
Thanks, Robyn. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we do still have a lot more rain and thunderstorms in the forecast looking ahead into the week. Taking a look at Wednesday, it's going to be cloudy with a possible thunderstorm in the day and then also in the evening. Illinois give a high of 84, low 71. Bluffton's have a high of 86, a low 70. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 86 and a low 70. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 6:24 and sunset's going to be at 8:15. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be at 8:21 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 3:15 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, Thursday it's going to be cloudy and windy with a couple of showers and thunderstorms during the day, and then the showers are going to continue on into the evening. Highs will be in the 80s, lows in the 60s. Come Friday, it's going to be breezy in the morning, then cloudy with a couple of thunderstorms during the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s. And then come Saturday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with a possible thunderstorm during the day, and then we may also see a thunderstorm during the evening. Highs will be in the 80s, lows in the 60s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Coming up after the break, Mayor Murray will be with us from the city of Beaufort for an update. Don't go away.